Okay, so I am starting a garden and I want to show you guys exactly what's outside in the garden real quick. Just to show y'all my progress and how things are going with the garden. Okay, so here's our garden so far, right? Got these 3 grow bags, ain't nothing in them. This little green plant right here is a weed. Ain't nothing, it's just a little weed. But these, oh, this one was something. I can't remember what plant this was, but it never recovered. The stalk is still here. It might be able to recover, but I'm gonna just rip it up. Yeah, it never recovered. And before, you can kind of see all this brush and stuff out here. Yeah, out here before, it was a fucking jungle out here. I can put a picture on screen. Yeah, it was real bad. We had rabbits and all types of stuff, and I was trying to grow through, I was trying to grow the pots or whatever. And believe it or not, I learned a fun fact. Rabbits love to eat plants. Yes, they do. That stalk that you just saw that I just ripped out the ground, rabbits chewed that down to the stalk. So let's go ahead and introduce you all to each one of my plants. Right here, we got arugula. So when the little jungle was back here, I had to pay a dude to come in and cut everything down. He didn't come through with a lawnmower, he came through with a weed whacker. And unfortunately, my arugula was casual damage. You can kind of see where it's cut down. You see it, like the little, get all the leaves out of the way. See how he pretty much cut my arugula plant in half. So this is it making a full recovery. But the leaves do not look so good. I think it might be succumbing to some kind of disease. I've never dealt with this. This is my first time gardening, so I have to look into it. Like, you can kind of see this leaf. Yeah, my arugula was not like this before. It was a lot healthier. And it's making a recovery, so, it's a healthy plant, but I think maybe some type of disease is happening to it, and that's why the leaves are starting to look terrible like that. Maybe it's not getting enough sunlight. I'm not sure. We can just move the grow bag. Put it right here so we can get some more sun. Right here is my green beans. Same thing with the green beans. I think maybe it's some kind of disease because you can see this little yellow leaf right here that's going bad. It looks exactly like the one that's on the arugula plant. And I've already harvested a shit ton of green beans off here. Like, you can see one right here. You can see some more. One right here. I got some green beans, but I'm not sure why my plant looks like this. It didn't look like this a week ago. It looks like it's degrading. I'm not sure what the problem is. You can kind of see some more flowers here. That means the green beans are starting to grow. Obviously, green beans grow for those little flowers. Yeah, I'm not sure why my plant looks like this. It was producing a shit ton of green beans and then it just stopped. I just have to do some research into it and see what's up. Other plants right here. This is my jalapeno plant, and ooh. So for one, a few days ago, my jalapeno plant did not look like this. Right here, these little buds, you can kind of see that little green thing. That is actually the start of a jalapeno, believe it or not. So I'm guessing the flowers that was on here has pollinated, because before it was a bunch of flower buds. And I looked it up. It said that, bees or whatever, you got to pollinate before it actually starts to form an actual jalapeno. And it pollinated, and you can kind of see the little start of a little jalapeno butt. And it's probably like a week or two, we'll have full jalapenos on here. Then over here, we got a bell pepper plant. Bell pepper plant looking good. It's growing nice, pretty green leaves. And right here is a tomato plant. This is a cherry tomato plant. So I didn't want to grow full tomatoes because I didn't have the technology for it. Like, you need a trellis and all that stuff. I didn't have it, so I went with cherry tomatoes, and it's looking good. And speaking of cherry tomatoes, you can see one that's actually fully grown. We got some nice, beautiful cherry tomatoes on this one. This one is fully red. Well, it can get redder. It's more orange. It's not really red. See my little green babies. And then this one is also getting that same leaf color. I gotta look into this. What is this? Yeah, you can see the leaves down here is starting to degrade too. I gotta look into it. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, With this one, like I said, we had like rabbit issues or whatever. And they didn't chew this one down, but something probably knocked it over because the stem was broken. So you can kind of see this little zip tie that's hanging out. Yeah, I had to pretty much use like a piece of wood and zip tie it to here so, you know, the stem could stay upright instead of falling over like this. And obviously it worked. I don't even think it needs a zip tie now. I think it's just strong enough to stand on its own. But there goes my cherry tomatoes. All right. Let's go over here. We got basil. So my basil has actually made a full recovery. You can see the pretty green, healthy leaves, except for this one. I'm not sure what this one is. Maybe something chewed it. But the leaves are pretty healthy, pretty green. These leaves right here are a lot older. Like, these are a lot older leaves. I wonder if that changes the flavor or not. I know it does for arugula. But like I said, rabbit problems, I can show it on screen, but the rabbits pretty much chew this down all the way to the stem. And this is making a full recovery. And it has made a full recovery. You can see the pretty green leaves. Got fresh basil. Pull one off. You know what I'm saying? And whew, yeah, that's basil. Oh, fun fact about arugula, because I've already harvested a bunch of this before the guy had cut it in half. Young leaves smells nutty. Smells very nutty. Older leaves, well, I ain't had no older leaves. I think they was all just pretty much younger leaves. But yeah, they smell real nutty. All right, this is either a cabbage or it's a broccoli. I want to go with cabbage. You can kind of see the holes in it. Fun fact that I did not know about cabbage plant. They get caterpillar problems. You can see the caterpillars has pretty much chewed a hole through it. If we look under it, we might see some. Nope. Under this leaf. Did I pluck them all? I was plucking caterpillars off of this plant. They was hiding underneath the leaves, but it looks like they might be gone. Maybe they ate it and dipped. Yeah, I think I got them all. It was caterpillars under here. Oh, you can see this little spider right here. We see it moving. Yeah, stuff like that be hiding underneath the leaves. And that's pretty much what eat the leaves. I would try to salvage this plant, but I'm not. The only reason is because it's very hot right now. We're in Georgia heat. We get 90-degree weather. This isn't gonna survive out here. It doesn't like heat like that. So I think I might just have to give up on this plant, unfortunately. I'm gonna look into it before I just make that decision, because it doesn't look like the lettuce right here. This is lettuce. So if you see lettuce in stores, it does not look like this. Lettuce in stores, well, it's a head of lettuce. It should be small, stalky like this. You can kind of see right here in the center, you can see the head of what would be a cabbage fields growing. Yeah, lettuce should grow like this, not like this. So what happens is, for lettuce does not like hot weather. It does not like hot weather at all. And when you put a plant like this in hot weather, like Georgia weather, 90-degree days, 70-degree nights, the plants start to do something that's called bolting. Plants will pretty much run, and instead of making small compact heads, it will start to form a stalk, almost like a plant. Like you can see right here at the top, this is a lettuce plant, and you can kind of see like it's starting to form a little flower right here. And yeah, that's not good. This pretty much just will never see. You see right here, like this would be the head of the lettuce, but instead of it being this tall, it should be all the way down here. But yeah, this isn't gonna survive. It's pretty much bolting. It's growing a stalk instead of becoming the real head of lettuce. And it'll stay alive, but it just won't grow into a lettuce head. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of this plant. In the meantime though, the good leaves, you can kind of see there's no leaves on it. It was a bunch of leaves on here. I just pulled them off because you can still eat the leaves. It just won't give you a head of lettuce because it's just too hot. It's not as month, it's not as time. So gotta say goodbye to the lettuce. And you can see got some pretty leaves on there, just not a head of lettuce. And then this one is a broccoli plant, I'm sure. Either this one is cabbage or broccoli. This one could be cabbage or broccoli. I think this one might be cabbage because it's smaller. This one might be broccoli. I'm not really sure. They both look kind of the same. And then you can see this same issue. You know, you got caterpillars and little you see one right there. There's a caterpillar right there. Let me see. That little white thing, that's one of the caterpillars that's been eating the damn plant. It might be a cocoon or something, I think. Let's see if I can find one. Let's see if I can find another one. Anything, little spiders or anything. Yeah, nah, I'm not seeing none. But yeah, they pretty much been eating the plant. It can make a full recovery, but I'm not gonna even try to, because you can see that it's getting tall. This one is pretty much doing the same thing that the lettuce plant over there is doing. It's pretty much bolting. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just 86 it. And those are pretty much all my plants. And then the little mound that I'm stepping on, all this dirt and stuff right here, this is pretty much gonna be my little garden area. This little spot right here is barely any trees around, so it's gonna get pretty decent sunlight. I've been watching it. It gets sunlight about 10 hours out the day, so that should be great for any plants that I want to plant right here in this little spot. I went ahead and, before it was pretty much a patch of grass like that, I went ahead and used my little electric tiller to, you know, break up all the little grass clippings, mix the grass clippings in with it, and here we go. We got a little garden area. And surprisingly, the soil looks pretty decent. Let me see if I can get a shovel full. Ooh. Yeah, don't do this in slides. Very dangerous. Let's see if I can get a shovel full. Ooh. That's a root down there for sure. Ooh, that's a strong root. Let me see if I can get another shovel. This one feels a little bit better than that one. Yeah, that one feels a lot better. There you go. We got some strong root systems out here. I'm not surprised, because it used to be a garden on this area, in this side, I think. And yeah, you can kind of see from the wildlife picture that I seen that, you know, it was a lot of plants out here and stuff. So the root system down here is pretty deep. Hold on, let me go grab some gloves before I start messing with this. Okay. Okay, so soil, right? How do you know when you got good soil? For one, you can see the color of the soil, right? This soil is dark, a lot of browns, a lot of reds. You don't see a little bit of red in this type of soil because, again, we're in Georgia. Because if we go deep down here, you can start to see clay, right? This is very common in Georgia. We got red clay. We're a red clay state. Once you get deep, you start to run into clay. Let's go deeper. Yep, you can see it. Yeah, you can see how it's starting to change color. You got that darker reds against the topsoil, which is brown in nature. So you got this, and then you got this. And these are two completely different textures too. Like, this one is a lot harder, a lot rockier. You can kind of see it breaking up. It's still crumbly, which is a good thing. And then you got this one, which is like super soft. You know, it don't take a lot of effort to break up. But yeah. And then the biggest factor though, because red clay isn't always bad, you got normal red clay, which is like, this would pretty much be a rock. Like, red clay gets compact. This is more like a loam mix. I have to pull it up on screen because I'm not fully sure what a loam mix is. Because again, this is my first time gardening, for real. But another good indicator of good soil is the microbes that's in it, right? So we can just pick up a handful of dirt, a shovel full of dirt like we did, and we can just sift through it and see if we see any life inside of the dirt. Usually what we're looking for is worms, maybe some roly-polies, you know, tiny small insects or whatever that might be living in the dirt. Let's see if I can find something. Oh, there's a worm. So we got a little worm right here. See if I can grab him. Yep, see, a little baby worm. You can see him. So that's one worm. See if we can find some more. We kind of want about a good maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 worms. That's the same one. Put you back, buddy. Yeah, we want to see it. We want to see some life in this soil. Let's see, because I already did this test already. Last time I found 4 worms in the soil. You kind of see all this dirt, this clay mixing in. You get the drift. I don't see any, so that's okay. So what I would probably rate this soil is maybe a good 5 or a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but we can kind of take a look at our grow pots and I can show you the difference. So this is the one. So this grow pot is the one that had that little stalk you saw me rip up, and we could just take our hand and put it in here, and we'll probably be able to see a whole bunch of life in it. Let's see. I don't want to imp it out. Let's say. I'm not really seeing nothing here. I've seen life in these bags. Like, especially in the ones with plants in it. I've seen roly-polies, I've seen caterpillars, I've seen worms, a shit ton of worms. I'm not seeing none in here though. So this soil right here, right? This is something I made and mixed up. I think it's pretty good for the plants that I'm growing. This is black dirt mixed with aerolite, some compost, mushroom compost. What else is in here? Aerolite, mushroom compost, black dirt. I can't remember off the top of my head. I might have to just put it on the screen for you all. But yeah, you can kind of see the aerolite in here, the little white stuff. It helps, you know, make air pockets so it get good drainage and stuff like that. Then the grow bags is fabric, so water can just seep through. I'm not seeing any life in here. I promise you there's life in here. It doesn't matter. It's fine because, again, we got plants that's growing in this same dirt. So, you know, it works. We've harvested some things, so it works right now. And then this is the black dirt without, you know, all that mixed in. Just normal black dirt. It might be some in here. This should be black dirt mixed with manure. It should be black dirt mixed with manure. I left it out so it could dry out because, see, like, it went away. You can see whatever that is. It's a little millipede. I don't know if it'll zoom in on it. Like, you can kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by life. Where is it? Oh, where you go? It was a little millipede. You got that little insect right there. The camera not gonna pick that up. You got life in here, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much my garden for right now. my goal is to grow a shit ton of vegetables. I want to actually try and sell some vegetables. So, but I have to learn the craft. I have to learn how to grow. Probably go to my grandmother's house. My grandmother has been growing stuff for about 26 years, and I can show you guys her garden. It has nothing in it right now because she usually plants collard greens. That's like her favorite thing to plant. So she plants collard greens, but she has like strawberries over there. I don't think they sprouted yet. She got a pecan tree. She got a bunch of stuff that she likes to grow. So I can take you guys over there and show her garden off. And then of course she grows normal flowers. I'm just been growing vegetables, but this is pretty much what I got so far. We plan on expanding. We're gonna do Roma tomatoes, full Roma tomatoes. I wanna do cucumbers. I wanna do some more jalapenos, some more basil, a few herbs like maybe cilantro, thyme. I don't even know if it's season for thyme, but yeah, I want to grow some stuff. I want to see if I can sell it, see if we can make a profit off selling them, see what we learn by growing them. And yeah, I've already been learning a lot. The main issue I've been having is pest control. I didn't think rabbits was going to chew my damn basil down to the stem. Didn't think caterpillars would love those types of plants. You kind of see like the cabbage and the broccoli plant look like it's like from the same family or something. And I guess caterpillars love those two plants specifically because none of the other plants are touched by caterpillars. I learned that a lot of creatures don't like pepper plants. Makes sense. Spicy, hot. I wouldn't like them either. Wouldn't eat them. But yeah, we're learning as I go. And I want to turn this garden into something that not only can sustain me and my family, but someday I want to own a farm. So that's what we got so far. I'll see you guys in the next video. Next video, I want to show you guys how to compost, or at least I want to show you if it's gonna work, because I ain't never made compost before. It's gonna be my first time, so we'll see if it works. I'll see you guys in the next one. My name is Ron Abrams. Stick around. We'll be making us a full garden.